Hello everyone, I'm the FC and this is Blue Lions TV, and welcome to a Chelsea News Daily video. I've got a few stories to talk about for today, but before I get straight into those stories, you guys, if you want to do me a favour, please go to the description below, click on that link and download the OneFootball app. Each download is tracked, so the more downloads I do get, the better it is going to be for me, and hopefully I can get another OneFootball campaign for next month as well. And of course that's only going to help the channel. But you guys, enough for me getting straight into the News Daily video, starting with the first story of today, and that's in regards to Tammy Abrahams. Now, Tammy Abrahams has officially joined Aston Villa on loan for the season. I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. I mean, you know, you've already been in the Championship, you've got 26 goals there, you've been in the Premier League. Going back down to the Championship is a step backwards, and in that sense, I definitely do agree with you guys, and I agree with your opinion. It's a bit disappointing in that sense. I think number one, Chelsea made it a bit difficult for him as well. I mean, before the Premier League transfer window did close, clubs were actually interested in Abrahams, but at the time, Chelsea didn't know what was happening, and they didn't want him to just leave just yet. And then we find out that Bordeaux actually strongly linked with trying to sign him on loan for the season. For some reason, Abraham decided to join Aston Villa instead. I mean, I can understand why. I mean, you know, you're living in England with your family, you know, your teammates around you. It's very easy to transition to that. But at the same time, you know, Bordeaux are in Europe. They've got a very young squad. They've got that philosophy where they're trying to bring up young players. And I think that with him playing in a better standard of league, it would have done wonders for his footballing education. So I'm a bit disappointed that he didn't take that option. Let's be realistic. Let's say he does score 30 goals for Aston Villa this season. Is that going to boost his chances to play for Chelsea? Probably not. Still, it is a bit of a peculiar one, but Abrahams is only 20 years old, so he still has a lot of time in his hands. And let's hope that he does have a good season, because I'm guessing, you know, with Aston Villa, one of the favourites to get promoted from the Championship, if they do get to the Premier League, maybe Abrahams would stay there for another season, and maybe that could be good for him. Who knows? But again, of course, good luck to him. Let's hope he does do well, and let's see what happens with him. You guys, moving on to the second story of the day, we got to talk about our Europa League draw. Now, we are playing against Bate Borisov, Videoton and PAOK Athens, and let's be serious, the first thing I was thinking about was the fact that in a way it's a bit of a holiday. Now, out of all those teams we've drawn against, I'd probably say that Bate Borisov will be the better team out of the rest, but that really isn't saying too much in my opinion. Now, before anyone tells me, oh Nini, don't get too cocky, don't get too arrogant, whatever, I was pretty confident against Karabat, and we ended up smacking them over 2 games. I don't think we've got anything to worry about, not with the quality of squad and players we do have, not with the football we play as well, and not with the weak opponents we will be playing against on top of that. But of course, you know, when it does come to playing these teams, expect me to do my research on them to really get an understanding of what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and it is going to be fun. And you know what? I would like to actually travel to one of these European away games. I think it'd be nice to maybe visit Budapest. It's pretty cheap. Even going to Athens for a bit too, that could be pretty fun as well. Belarus, I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, I think it's a fairly standard draw. As I keep telling you guys, the Europa League isn't going to start until the knockout rounds. So this is actually perfect for us. Why? Because our best players can be rested. It means the squad players get a lot of game time on top of that as well. And there's no pressure. And when we rest our best players, that means they're going to be fitter for the title challenge. You guys, I keep saying it, I believe we are in a title challenge. I think that we're going to have a pretty good season, and I think that it's going to be close between us, Liverpool and Man City. But you guys in the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinions. Do you think that I'm being a bit too cocky and arrogant and I'm not showing these other teams enough respect? Do you think this is going to be a piece of cake and this is a really easy draw? Let me know in the comment section below. Another story to talk about is in regards to Kylian Hazard. Kylian Hazard has signed for FC Bruges. He's gone to Belgium on loan for the season. It's understandable and it's crazy. I mean, you know, so many players have left. Michael Hector as well. He's gone to Sheffield Wednesday on loan for the season. It looks like Piazon's leaving. It's looking like he's going to be going to Olympiacos, so that could be a pretty decent one. And on top of that, it looks like Masunda could be leaving, but currently I'm not hearing anything about where he could potentially be going. And it's going to be interesting, but you guys, that's going to be about 40 players out on loan. 40 players is crazy, it's ridiculous, and with numbers like this, it's no surprise why we don't really find the best loan moves for some of these players, and we don't really do justice by them. So It is a bit frustrating, but at the same time, this is a money-making scheme from the club, so it is understandable. As long as they get good money for these players, they don't really care where they go. And to move on to the final story of today, Maurizio Sarri has been nominated for Manager of the Month, and Marcos Alonso has been nominated for one of the Players of the Month as well. Now, Sarri's competition is Gracia from Watford, Pochettino from Spurs, and Jurgen Klopp of Liverpool. And I think probably Jurgen Klopp is that manager that really has the closest competition to Sarri. But we'll see, if we do beat Bournemouth tomorrow and we do complete 4 wins out in the month, that's really going to boost his chances. And I think that's going to be the first of many accolades to come from Maurizio Sarri. I think the guy's a real football genius. I'm really excited that this guy is our manager. Really, he's, the club are evolving, and he symbolises this evolution in the club that we do need. A completely different tactical setup and style which we need. A better style of football, a style that complements the players we have. Finally, we're using a system that complements all these attacking players we spent so much money on over the years. So that's going to be good to see. And when it comes to Marcos Alonso, players like Mane, Van Dijk, Moura, Mendy, and Etheridge from Cardiff are his competition. I'm not expecting Alonso to actually win this, but again, his performances have been decent in an offensive capacity. You guys, I've been saying that, I've been very transparent. During pre-season, I thought it was pretty average, but since the season started, I've been impressed with him going forward, because I've always felt that Alonso is pretty poor offensively. But it's good to see that he has adapted and he is doing well under Sarri when it comes to attacking. But of course, as Sarri said himself, Alonso does have to improve defensively, but again, let's give him some time until the team really understand how to defend off the ball, and until Sarri's really happy with that. I'm not going to be criticising the defensive players as much, so again, it's a matter of just being patient in my opinion. But you guys, that's going to end today's News Daily video. In the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinions on Tammy Abraham. Are you a bit annoyed that he's going back to the Championship? Let me know. And again, you guys, as I keep saying, if you want to do me a massive favour and really help support the channel, please, in the description below, click on the link and download the OneFootball app. You need to click on the link to download it. Don't just download it independently, because again, every download is tracked, and obviously the more downloads I get, the better it is for me. So if you guys want to help support me, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to bounce. I'm the EFC. This is Blue Line CV. Signing out.